Today I'm going to talk about a good golf grip, what would be considered a conventionally neutral grip, and then variations on that and how that can actually influence your ball flight that you currently have. So starting with a perfect grip, if we were to start with the left hand, we want that to be in the fingers, laying it in the mid fingers of the left hand, avoiding the palm, which is a common mistake. If you're holding luggage in the airport, you grip it fingers first, and that gives you more strength in your hand. So we run it through the center of your fingers, the grooves that you see there, and then the left hand thumb goes right of center, and that leaves you with at least 2 knuckles in view on the top of the left hand. That's a really solid position for your left hand to be in. 2.5, maybe 3 knuckles. The right hand, similar. I overlap, you can interlock, but have a connection between the 2 hands. In the mid fingers again, and that gives you the opportunity to bring that thumb over, and this time go slightly left of center, and then that would leave you with a V that you form between the thumb and the knuckle, and that should run in between your right shoulder and your chin. That's a pretty neutral grip. The reason that's so important, if you let your arms hang to the side of the body, and you can try this, have a look at the orientation of your knuckles and your wrists. They hang at about a 45-degree angle. They don't hang horizontally like that, or perpendicular to the camera, as you can see. If I was to hold the left hand in the way that I just described, and I was to have it side on, palm based, thumb in the center, when I get to the bottom of the golf swing, the moment of maximum centrifugal force, my hands are going to actually return to that 45-degree state, and you can see that what that does to actually the club face. So it makes it open, it's going to promote fades, it's going to promote slices. So if you were to grip it like that, you're always going to have to be fighting an open face, get it square. As I say, that's going to influence the ball flight. The opposite would be if the left hand was in the fingers but way over, thumb was way on the side of the club, you can see 3 or 4 knuckles, moment of maximum force at the bottom of the club, I'm going to return to my 45-degree state, and guess what that does? It closes the face. So we're going to have a selection of draws and hooks, or an auto correction aside from that. For me, the left hand is more dominant in the golf swing, the right hand less important, but still my preference would be to get it in the correct position. So that means right hand mid fingers with the thumb back over the top, covering the left hand. If you do that, you're going to have a selection of shots where the club face is actually straight when you set up, straight when you get to the bottom of the arc as well, and you won't have to make any other adjustments in the rest of the swing. So if you've actually got a fade bias at the moment, I would be checking your left hand to make sure it's actually in your fingers, not in your palm. Make sure the thumb is right of center, minimum 2 knuckles, 2 to 3 knuckles in view, and also that your right hand isn't too weak. If the thumb is too far over, that's going to make it go right, contrary to what a lot of people feel. So bring that back, try and get that V towards your right shoulder, and that should be enough to stop a fade bias. If you hook the ball or draw the ball, chances are you've got a strong left hand, which is far over to the right, and then a strong right hand, again rotated to the right. That'll help to rotate the club face, and we see all sorts of corrections for that reason. So go back to checking a perfect grip position, in the fingers, thumb off center, 2 knuckles, in the fingers, thumb left of center, and V pointing towards your right shoulder. And from there, you're in a great position to strike it as square and straight every time.